Hello, how are you? Welcome to Beema's Crafty Corner. I am Beema, better known as Els, and today I have a solution. I think it's a solution to a problem, because we all have, you buy these paper pads. Take a look. We buy these paper pads, and they all come with this paper that we can't do anything with. First off, they're cardstock, so they're kind of difficult to work with to begin with. But you go into the store and you see these things and you're like, oh, I like it. And the pages I'm talking about are these. The ones that just have stuff on the outside of them. And you're like, what am I going to do with this? Well, I have a suggestion. It's not fantastic, but I think it's a good idea. So we're going to, I've already grabbed a couple of sheets of it out of here. And, I use this for pockets and stuff like that. But there's not a whole lot you can do with those. So, I have come up with a way of using them. So we're going to use them. And so I've got a few sheets out here. This is from a different collection. But this is definitely out of this one. And this is a butterfly collage from Recollections. It's one of those bonus, hot buy pads that they have all the time. So we're going to be using these, and the first thing we're going to be doing is cutting them down. So I'm going to get out my paper cutter and the other supplies that we're going to need, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so what do we want for this one? We're going to want glue, a pair of scissors, ink and a dauber, and a paper trimmer that can trim the 12-inch sheets of paper. We're going to just trim these, take the 12 inches, and we're going to cut it down to 12 by 6. And you can make it shorter if you want to, but 12 by 6 works for me. So I'm going to trim this one as well. Now this one, since it only has decoration on one side, I can use this, to make regular pockets and stuff. But this piece, this has always been so hard to work with. So I have a piece that we can do for this, and it's pretty simple. So I have my pieces of paper, and when I come back I'm going to show you how to do this. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to do, and it comes out kind of cool. So I'll be right back. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is we need to decide which way we want our pocket. Okay, let me grab my examples. You can have a right pocket or a left pocket. It's entirely up to you. So I kind of want, we're going to go this way. I'm going to put a score in here at 1/4 of an inch. Okay? And then I'm going to fold that 1/4 of an inch over. And then I'm going to fold this into thirds. So, and that is going to take this to about 4 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 3 3/4. Sorry. So about 3 3/4. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and burnish my folds. Here. Okay. Now, because this is going to be a pocket, I'm going to put a finger nip in it. Doesn't have to be a big one, just a little one, but sort of in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to fold this one over. And when I fold that over, it may come out just a little bit. That's okay. We can trim that off in the end process. This one actually did pretty good. So now I have this, and that's where we're going to have some fun. I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to very loosely fussy cut around this. Now, butterflies are a little bit more difficult to fussy cut around because you got to get the antennae, antennae. But we're going to go ahead and kind of fussy cut around here, all the way over. into this corner right here. And then we're going to take that piece off. Now, you can take it off any way you want. You can use your scissors, you can use your paper trimmer, however you want to. You're just going to take this piece off. Okay? Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so now that we have that, we are going to ink. So we're going to ink all around our edge. We're going to ink around our fussy cut, all across our top, and of course both of our sides, okay? I'm going to pull this over just a little hair. There we go, just like that. Alrighty. Yeah, that's better. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this, and then when I come back, we'll put it together. Okay, so now we are going to open this up and glue down this 1/4 of an inch. You could use tape on this if you want, because it's never going to touch your stuff. Fold it over. We are going to glue the bottom. We're going to glue across the bottom of this one and up the side. Okay, bring that over, put it all together. Now, if you have a little bit of overlap like this from where you cut off your thing, just trim it. Just trim. Doop. Trimming, trimming. Now, obviously, this will not work with every one of these papers because you're going to have papers that the decoration, I'll show you. The decoration is at the top. It works on the bottom, but it's not going to work on the top. Because when I fold this into thirds, that is at the top. And if I put it this way, it's upside down. So obviously this one is not going to work. Now it would work if I went this way and then cut this at an angle, and that's something that you can certainly do. You can bring this over at a third, fold it, you can bring this side over, and then you can be brave and just take that part off, and there again you have another pocket that has that decoration. It's entirely up to you if you want to do that, but this is my little idea here, and I can put stuff in here. So I now have a pocket here. And I have a big pocket back here that's about 5.5 inches tall, and it is about 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches wide. So I can put a very large tag in here if I want to. That's it. That's my little idea. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, hit the button for me and subscribe. You know, I may not have insulted you today, and that's cool, but I might do it tomorrow, and you never know. So you might want to come back. Also, check out my, that's weird. There we go. Check out my Ko-Fi for some free digitals. You can check out my Patreon and support the channel. Or, if you would like, you know, just check out my schedule. You'll find that here on my YouTube channel, on the comments or the posts or whatever they're calling it this week. And you can also get a list over on my Facebook group, and all of those links are in the description box below. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.